So my secret weapon to win this election is to give each and every man a giant erection. And more importantly, we have a full-busted roster of women candidates.
All over the capital and all over the country, women have shown their solidarity with the government by yarn bombing the landscape. With this simple act of political support, the landscape itself reveals the great progress we have all made in the last 40 years. The good people of this land have demonstrated their love for our great society in this celebratory symbol of diversity, new ideas, and work togetherness that now define our continent. And who could argue with knit one, purl one? But where are these patriots? Inside here, the great womb, and in town halls and auditoriums across the country, people have packed inside to hear the great mother's speech and witness the referendum debates. In less than 1 week, delegates from all over will cast their vote on the motions and arguments heard here today. And now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Grandmother Serena Le Fay. Good morning, Grandmother.
Good morning, and what a glorious day it is to be in this, our great womb, where for the past 40 years, women's government and ideas have been conceived, carried, and brought to life. We must take a moment to suggest our male citizens remain indoors for their personal safety.
40, 42.
Yawn bomber!
I'd give my left ovary for a ball of yarn right now.
I'd give my right.
Grandmother Le Fay's accomplishments include the Farmers' Global Famine Tax Credit and the Antarctica Global Violent Offenders Program, or, as the media have dubbed it, Operation Chill Out.
And this is most dear to our heart. The Diplomacy First Global Peace Initiative, which has been ratified by over 100 world leaders.
An impressive one, to be sure.
Grandmother, we must keep moving.
What's next?
Well, you have the photo op with the first woman on Mars, and another with the head of the North American Police Services. Oh, just back from her Antarctica inspection. You also have the Education Grand Mistress, who would like to provide a briefing on the new Compassionate Learning Program. And the Mistress for the Status of Men would also like a word. Oh, and then there's the new men's advocate, Andrew Agnew. Shall we reschedule him again?
Andrew? One moment. Eve!
I'm here, Grandmother.
We will be in a meeting. Have Rachel look over your keynote.
What is the status of the men's suffrage petition? So why meet with Andrew?
We have a history.
Forgive me, but I do believe their motion does have merits, Grandmother.
Are you wearing high heels? When you're elected Grandmother, you can express those sentiments publicly if you must. But for now, we need you to stand united with us. The Diplomacy First initiative is all important.
I have him waiting in the conference room, alone.
I have your keynote on air.
You look old, pool boy. You should ask Susan to give you some of her beauty tips.
I wasn't your pool boy. I was your admin assistant.
You've gotten fat.
How is my replacement working out?
Well, Susan knows where the staples are, and she can collate with the best of them. But no matter how nicely I ask, she will not clean the weeds out of the pool.
It was only the one time.
How did you win the spot of male advocate? You're far too timid for those types of blood sports.
No gladiator games this time.
Boxing?
No.
Spitting contest?
No.
Russian roulette?
Non-partisan, non-funded, one man, one vote referendum.
A non-campaign. Why on Mother Earth would they choose you?
I guess they like the irony of sending the grandson of the architect of the Woman's Con to prove that men have changed.
We thought you'd be barefoot and cooking in the kitchen.
I didn't expect this to be easy. I would like to discuss the issue of male suffrage.
Give us the gist of your speech.
Well, we've had a lot of time to think, to grow. And the coming peace talks will require a moral high ground that just cannot exist in a segregated society. Allow the men's movement, the vote, and...
Boring! And if you don't adhere to the Woman's Party policies?
A one-election trial run, followed by a general referendum on men's suffrage. Do we stand a chance?
No, advocate of men. We don't think you do. Good luck, pool boy.
Hold on, grandmother. In the meeting 40 years ago, which sealed men's fate, women lived in a terrible world. The women's movement had aborted. Women no longer believed they could achieve equality.
Men shaped the economy, media, and education system to keep us down. There was no way for us to ever achieve true equality without our kind of radical changes.
And it wasn't fair then, and it isn't fair now. Neither will bring about world peace.
Goodbye, pool boy.
Please consider Baha'u'llah's warning. Let deeds, not words, be your adorning.
You can't leave me like this. I've got a mandatory nose and ear trimming appointment.
Well, that's too bad. You should have stayed home in the kitchen.